Hey everyone, it's Cooper from Harvok Caravans, and in this episode of Inside Harvok, I'm going to be talking to you about layouts, finishes, and other customizable options that are personal just to you when you buy a Harvok van. Come on, let's have a look through our showroom and check out what I'm talking about. All right, here we are in our 22-foot standard couples layout. So as you can see, it's got the big club lounge up the back, your kitchen, walk through ensuite into the bedroom up the front of the van. Now, this is standard, but if you prefer not to have this big club lounge at the rear of the van, we can do a larger ensuite and more of your traditional style layout like we do have in our 19-foot 6. So still bed up the front, but your lounge and your kitchen side to side in the center of the van. And then if you want an extra large ensuite at the back, that is something that we can do. We're very flexible and we can accommodate basically anything that you're looking after. The other layout we have in the works at the moment is actually this, but in our 19-foot 6 van. So obviously this is 2.5 foot longer, so you're going to have to make some sacrifices somewhere. But if you do want a big rear club lounge like we have in here, we can do this in the 19-foot 6. You just lose a little bit of bench space in your kitchen area, so the left and right, it's still exactly the same layout. You got your walk-through ensuite, which again is a little bit smaller in the 19-foot 6, but exact same bedroom up the front of the van. So we can do this exact layout in the 19-foot 6 van if that is what you're after. Speaking of the 19-foot 6, here we are in our traditional classic layout. So you've got your rear door, ensuite at the back of the van, walk through your lounge and your kitchen, and then your bed up the front of the van. So this is what I was talking about. And here in this layout in particular, we've got the cafe style seating. So that's got the table in the center, which does fold out to become a larger table. We can do the full wraparound club lounge on the side of the van here, or an L shape, or just a bench seat, whatever it is that you prefer. And here we are in the 18-foot van. So this, as you can see, is nearly identical to the 19-foot 6. The 1.5 foot that you lose is, most of that is compromised in the ensuite. So you'll see that there's a slightly smaller ensuite in the 18-foot, and we've got a front loader washing machine in the side of the kitchen rather than the top loader in the ensuite itself. In this van as well, you'll also see that we've got the club lounge. So this, like I was talking about in our 19-foot 6 van, is another lounge option that we can do. So it's got the full wraparound, the table does drop down, and it does become a bed as well. Here we are in our smallest van, the 16-footer. Up the front, we've got an east-west queen-size bed, moving into a combo ensuite, toilet and shower in one unit. And then you've got your kitchen, your fridge, your microwave, and then the big club lounge at the back of the van. Now, some people really love the rear club lounge, and they're happy to make the sacrifice in the east-west bed and the combi ensuite. But we do have a new layout in the works. It hasn't been completely built yet, but it is coming out. We've got a rear ensuite 16-foot van, and it'll have the north-south bed up the front of the van. So just like our 18-foot, except it's a little bit more compressed in the kitchen and the lounge area. So we'll have some more news on that if you keep your eyes peeled. Moving on to our family range. So this is the 22-foot van. We've got the queen-size bed up the front with your lounge, your kitchen through the center. A walk-through ensuite, this exact same as our couple's 22-foot van, and then up the back you got a separate room with the bunk bed. So this one's set up with a triple bunk. We can do a dual bunk or even just a single bed up the back if that's what you prefer. We can do a variety of different storage solutions at the base of the bunks too, if you want drawers on the inside or just a lift up base of the bed to get in underneath, or even a tunnel boot that runs through external access only. We're very flexible with all those things. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a 19-foot 6 van with the bunks in it in our showroom at the moment, so I can't show you that right now. But this is the 18-foot, and it's essentially the same as the 19-foot 6, just with a little less space. So, same layout. It's got the rear bunks right at the back of the van with your door right here. Again, just like our 22-foot, we can do double or even a single bed up the back here with any storage solution that you like down the bottom. Then you got walk through your lounge, your kitchen, so this will be a little bit larger in the 19-foot 6. Then you walk through ensuite. So again, this is the main compromise in an 18-foot. It's a little bit tight, and then your enclosed individual bedroom up the front of the van. And last but not least, if you do want the family style bunks in a 16-foot van, we can do that. This is the layout here, so it's exactly the same as our original layout in our couple's 16-foot van. You got the east-west bed up the front, combo toilet and shower, your kitchen, fridge and microwave, big L-shaped lounge instead of the club lounge up the back, because then of course you've got your 2 bunks here. We can't do a triple bunk in the 16-foot just because of the shape of the floor. We can't fit a third one at the bottom, but we can do 2 or just 1, whatever it is that you prefer. So like I mentioned before, we are extremely flexible with customizations. So if there's something specific that you want, just let us know, because chances are we can make it happen. For example, just a couple of things. Here on our 18-foot, we do have the stacked windows in the bedroom. So if you prefer that, so you can shut the bottom one, open the top one, you got a bit more privacy and security rather than just having one big window in the bedroom, we can do that. We can do the different Eurovision style windows. So if you want them blacked out and flush with the body of the van, we can do that kind of thing. Internal cabinetry, if you want more drawers in a certain area or shelving instead of hanging space, any of those kind of things, just let us know and we can build it custom to what you want. Moving on to colours and finishes, we've got a wide variety of options for both internal and external. So on the outside of our vans, we've got off-road and semi-off-road styling with a couple of different main colour choices. So as you can see, we've got the grey or the white. These are the two no-cost options. So you can have this done on the semi-off-road or the full off-road. They do have different decals on them, depending on what you do choose. We can then do any colour you want on the external of our vans for a small fee. If you want them custom coloured to your vehicle or whatever it is that you prefer, we can get that done for you. We can also do a few different wheel options. So we do currently have bronze or black wheels. And for internal finishes, this is our board of colours. So it's a little outdated at the moment. We're coming out with a new one that's going to have a bunch more options on there. But as you can see, we've got a whole heap of leather options, bench top, tabletop, splashback, and then all your cabinetry doors, fully customizable with a range of gloss and matte finishes. We've then got a few different options for your handles, and if there's something else specific that you want, let us know what it is. We can always put it towards the workshop and I'm sure they can figure out how to get it fitted for you. Thanks for watching this episode of Inside Harvok, and if you've got any questions about anything I've spoken about today, feel free to give us a call or send us an email and I'm sure we can get something put together for you.